Skateboarding has been pretty fucking weird lately. I felt like, man, maybe there's something that I can do to give back to skateboarding. A message or something that I could give back. I started thinking about this concept. Kind of manifested on its own. Like all my life, I'd been told what I couldn't and couldn't do. From skateboarding to being at a shitty Catholic school for 10 years. Like people telling you, no, don't do this. And then teachers and whatever, even my parents, I care. We love each other, my parents and stuff like that, but they didn't understand why I loved skating and what it meant to me. The way I got to where I am now is I did the opposite. I said, when they say no, it just means yes. I would take that negative and I would just turn it into a positive thing, like, oh, they don't believe in me. Oh, well, I'm gonna use that for fuel and I'm gonna show them what's up. And then I translated that with skating. Even when I was filming for video part, that shit ain't possible, man. Maybe you should do this. I'd be like, nah, man. Oh, you don't think it's possible? And I've seen a lot of people fall down from that. I did the complete opposite, and I fueled myself with that. Like I learned to enjoy when people would tell me I couldn't do something. I figured out how to use the computer a little bit. I started working on some graphics. Started with a pen and paper, and then I moved it to a computer, and then I was able to mess with some ideas, and then next thing I know, I have the image, and I knew what it meant to me. It was a snake shake, but I just didn't know what to call it. Dude, the snake shake, dude, that's I've dealt with that all my life. Like I said, teachers and people that I worked for, bosses, and they would give me that shake. Like I would tell them, I'm gonna get the fuck out of this place and I'm gonna be something, No, man, you would be great. You should manage JCPenney's, because I actually worked at JCPenney's and I was working my ass off. And they're like, I see a future for you at JCPenney's, man, whatever. Now I was like, nah. And so I kept skating and, went through many different jobs. One night, 4 a.m, I drove from LA to Sacramento. I was kind of falling asleep and my radio was broken at the time and all I had was the AM radio. And so I was changing channels, struggling to find something that would keep me up. Out of nowhere, I think it was some crazy religious Christian radio, I don't know. I happened to change it and this guy, first thing he says, these doomsayers, they try to tell you what you can and can't do. They try to claim the end of the world, and it's up to you to take what they give you and do something right about it. And I was like, holy shit. So doomsayers was it. With independent, one of the things I want to do is do things with the people that were there for me, that never kicked me off when I got hurt, that were there supporting me, that believed in me, what it means, and the name, the product, the performance, all that stuff. It was the best. But I never said anything. Because I was too afraid. So then I started talking to the guys. Keith hit me up and Mark, and they're like, dude, let's do this thing. And I couldn't believe it. Before I knew it, I was like, oh my God, this shit is happening right now. So when we started, I told them I would love to have the snake shake inside the crest. It's basically made for it. The most important thing was the truck. And the truck, we started talking about maybe doing colors and stuff like that. I wanted it clean and I wanted it raw looking like the classic truck. Nothing on it except for the logo. Kingpin is all black and the bushing is yellow. It looks really good. I'm so psyched. I love knives. It's the best tool ever. You can use it for everything, cutting boxes or grip tape, number one, that was a thing. Cutting ropes or shoelaces. The snake shake on the blade, and then on the handle it says independent, and then Doomsayers. The white t-shirt and the black t-shirt has the Doomsayers ghost writing. A bandana, put them in your back pocket, wrap your knife in it, your bearings, or... The hat was cool too, because, I wanted a cool looking hat. The patch on there. I love the sweater, it's just real simple, but the back's got the emblem on it. We also added the pin, because I always loved pins. Because I've always liked the idea of, having clubs and member pins and stuff like that. So that's one of a kind. If the end of the world came, I would have my pocket knife, my bandana, just in case get a gash or something, and then, or you need to tie it up and hide your identity. And then, stay warm with a sweater and have a cool looking shirt. So that's how it worked out. I want them to be inspired. That's our main goal, is for them to be like, fuck yeah, I know what this means. My hopes are that they get inspired to go do what they're about to do, or have a good day skating, or, be inspired.